Well, as Taft mentioned earlier this morning, it is going to be a hot Saturday. In fact, it's going to be a hot weekend. So this week's In the Garden with Taft and Paul James is inside. Taft, what are you going to show us this weekend?
I'll tell you what, Max, our In the Garden segment, normally we're enjoying outside, but it was so hot out there, Paul, we decided to bring the In the Garden into the kitchen.
This is a great idea.
Yeah, this is, and you were talking about this earlier in the week about a watermelon salad. Sounds great, sounds really light for this time of the year.
And it's so easy to make. It's great for, you can do an appetizer version, the salad version. You can make it ahead of time for a picnic. You don't have to turn on the oven and heat up your house when you'd rather not. So it's a wonderful side dish, salad dish, even a main course for lunch. I've got some seedless watermelon.
Okay.
Because it's easier. Now, how do you get seeds from a seedless watermelon? You ever wondered about that?
I have wondered about that.
Okay, it's kind of complicated, but you cross a diploid with a tetraploid and you get a sterile triploid.
That's what I thought it was.
Yeah, I knew you knew that. So I've got just a cubed watermelon, and to that I'm going to add some red onion.
Okay.
You love onions.
Love onions,
For
yes.
people who don't love that harshness of an onion, you can just put these in a little ice water after you've sliced them. Put them in a little ice water for about 10 minutes, and that'll eliminate much of that harsh flavor.
Didn't know that.
So some onions go in there.
Okay.
You like onions, so we'll add all of them.
There you go.
Also some feta cheese.
Okay.
You could use a cotija, a cheese, a Mexican cheese, which is very similar. The feta goes in there. And we got a little bit of arugula.
Yes.
If you don't like arugula, leave it out. That's fine. But just, it gives it some color, and the contrast in the flavors is really wonderful. And now all we really have to do is dress it.
Okay.
So to do that, I'm going to use a little bit of olive oil. That's to sort of dress this arugula a little bit, but also just kind of bind things a little bit. This is a nice Chilean olive oil.
Up to your standards?
It's up to my standards.
Okay.
And then for a little sweetness, I mean, there's plenty of natural sugar in the watermelon, but I like a little honey, or in this case, agave nectar. So just not too much, just enough to kind of lift it a little bit in the sweetness category.
Never even thought about putting that in a salad.
Stick with me, pal.
I am.
A little salt.
Okay.
Again, not too much salt though, because the feta is already fairly salty. So, and you want to season up high like this. That way you get good distribution. Little pepper. I love the contrast in sweet with a little bit of pepper, not too much.
I always thought it made you look cooler.
It does.
Okay. Just wondering.
And then squeeze of a lime. Okay.
Easy.
Easy peasy. I'm telling you, this is just, and look how fast this is all coming together. And then our mint. Fresh mint out of my garden this morning. I love mint. I think it's the most underused herb in cooking. Ooh. And then we'll just kind of stir this up a little bit. And it's not only great tasting, but look how beautiful it is.
Yeah, it is. And it's so easy to make as well. And you don't want to spend a lot of time in the kitchen during the summertime. You want to be out enjoying it. And again, this is something that's very easy to make, and it's good and good for you as well.
Actually, I'd rather be in the kitchen than the garden today.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with you as well.
So there it is. I've got a little serving bowl if you'd like some.
Excellent. We'll take some.
And I've got some for Max too, since he didn't join us in the kitchen. But there you go. There's a nice little salad. Let me know what you think.
Yeah, easy as could be. We'll take a quick bite. Outstanding. Outstanding as always, Paul. Thanks for joining us this morning inside. It's much cooler in here. If you want this recipe, you can go online to KJRH.com. You can get this recipe for watermelon salad. Max?